Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Kylie Evanz, and on this channel I'll talk about homeschooling, being a stay-at-home mom, and running a business. In today's video I'm going to talk about some things that can help make your homeschooling life a little bit easier. I kind of set it up as like a checklist, so a homeschooling checklist before you get started. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you can get notified each time that I post a new video. And just a reminder, this is all just to help you. I'm just trying to if I can make one person's life a little bit easier, that means I did what I was supposed to do today. So let's get started. So the first thing we would have to do is kind of just research homeschooling in general. And make sure that it is something you want to commit to for now, because it doesn't always have to be forever. But there are also different methods of homeschooling, and I think it's important to know all of these different methods so that you can feel comfortable if you decide to change from one type of teaching to another type of teaching, and just know and understand that there are tons of different ways that we can teach our kids. Don't hold yourself to one way, because that's the beauty of this. You can change it if you don't like it or if your children aren't thriving with it. So after you know and understand what homeschooling is and you're prepared to move forward with it, it's important to know your state laws regarding homeschooling, because you always want to be in compliance with your state that you live in, with the state that you live in. And jot this down. A website that can help you with that is hslda.org. That website is always up to date, and it provides great information for homeschooling families, whether you're just starting out or you've been doing it for years. So after you've researched homeschooling and you know the laws and state regulations where you'll be doing your homeschooling, then it's time to pick the curriculum. And this part can be overwhelming because there are so many options out there, but you're just going to have to kind of do your research, take your time. And I also actually just made a video on a language arts curriculum that I love. So feel free to watch that video after you're done with this one to see a little bit about IEW, which is the language arts curriculum we're using this year. I actually mix and match curriculums. I have different stuff for each subject, but I focus on the four main core courses that are needed: language arts, math, science, and social studies, and then you can do your extracurriculars like music and arts and those kinds of things. You can fill in around it, but just, first focus on those four core classes. And if you have any other questions about that, feel free to email me at Kylie1021@yahoo.com or comment below, and I can answer any questions that you might have about other curriculums. In this whole process, Google can be your best friend. And lastly, decide on your school year. You can go year-round, you can go with the kids in public school and finish when those kids finish. I tend to want to finish because I like to have a break, because I have a job that I also do, and so when I don't have to be teaching every day, it makes my job like a breeze. I can work so much more, and I have more time. So we like to have a summer break. However, we also take days off, so you just have to have that start date and that finish date in mind, or idea of when it's going to be, because then once it gets closer, you can just kind of hustle, just like anybody else does when you've got a deadline, right? If you give yourself a deadline, you're going to get done when you have to get done. So that's what we do. We put our date at the end of May, because we start in August, and we set the date for the end of May, beginning of June, and then we plug through it. And if we have a couple slack days or days that we don't do our schoolwork, then we make sure we pick it up and get it done when the rest of the kids finish the school year. And again, this is all a learning process. There are lots of us out there doing this, and if you have any questions, just feel free to comment below or reach out to me. I have Facebook, YouTube and Instagram, and I'm happy to chat and help, and just hang in there. You've got this.
Thanks for watching.